So the Moroccan American Commission for Educational and Cultural Exchange, or MACECE as we like to call it, was established in 1982 through a binational treaty of the governments of the United States and Morocco to promote mutual understanding between the peoples of our two countries. Our main goal is to facilitate cultural understanding and educational exchange. And how we do this is through the mechanism of the Fulbright program, which is the flagship international exchange program of the United States government, established in 1946. We have a portfolio of programs, about 14 that we offer annually for researchers and academics, mid-career professionals, students, and teachers for exchange either to the United States or here in Morocco. Over the last 40 years, we've developed a community of over 4,000 alumni in various fields. As I said, we have 14 programs, and annually we'll send about 60 Moroccans to the United States and receive about 30 Americans here in Morocco. Three programs that I want to highlight today are offered for Moroccan students and scholars. One that we've just opened in February 1st to be exact, is our Study Grant program. This is a program for Moroccan students who are interested in going to the US on a fully funded scholarship for up to 2 years of a master's degree in really any discipline. This covers full tuition, accommodations, airfare, and pretty much materials and all life during those 2 years in the United States. Another program we have for Moroccan doctoral students is something called the Joint Supervision Program. This is an opportunity for them to go to the United States for up to 1 year of research at an academic institution where they would work under the co-supervision of an American faculty member. This program opens in the summer and closes in the fall, so it'll be August of this year until December. And then finally, we have a program called the Visiting Scholars Program, and this is for Moroccan professors to work on a research project in the United States from 3 to 6 months. This is another program that's offered in the summer and then closes in December. Any applicants for our program can check our website, which is macece.ma, and all of the eligibility requirements are listed. But for the study grant program that I just mentioned, they need to have Moroccan citizenship and have a bachelor's degree at a minimum. We do ask for copies of transcripts, an English test, and then either the GRE or GMAT exam. There are essays that go along with the application, the online application, and then as well as 3 recommendation letters from academic recommenders as well as professional recommenders. All of our other programs have different requirements, but again, they're all on our website. We actually value diversity in terms of research fields and disciplines. And so whether it's the STEM field, arts or humanities, we're really open to all types of scholarship. We are funded by both governments, so naturally we will look for projects that will have an impact on national development. So if you can imagine, some hot topics right now are things like food security and climate change, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, public health, diversity, equity, and inclusion in education, educational reform, and the promotion of English language. These are just some fields that we're seeing quite often right now, but as I said, we're open to all fields. So we look at a holistic view of the applicants for all of our programs. There are specific selection criteria that we will take into consideration. First is leadership potential. We want to see how the applicants can serve as leaders and do serve as leaders in their communities, in their universities, and in Morocco in general. Not only what they do now, but what their potential is upon their return. We also look at academic excellence. So we will, as I mentioned, look at academic transcripts, diplomas, et cetera, because we want to make sure that our students and researchers are poised for success in any program that they might experience in the United States. We look at community involvement for sure and social impact. So that's another way to demonstrate leadership potential. It's how they can be leaders and are leaders in their communities. We also look at something called cultural ambassadorship because one of the goals of the program is cultural exchange. And so any of our Moroccan Fulbrighters that go to the United States really serve as ambassadors to Morocco for Americans who might not have ever met a Moroccan before. So it's important for them to be able to represent their country proudly and really be able to describe culture, traditions, and different experiences that they can share with their American counterparts. MACECE's programs through Fulbright directly support the educational reforms of the Moroccan government, and I'll highlight a few examples. So first, all of our Moroccan grantees have the opportunity to fully immerse themselves in a 100% English-speaking environment, thus enhancing their professional proficiency levels. Second, our researchers and scholars have the opportunity to conduct research in a second country. This is directly related to one of the reforms of the Ministry of Higher Education, this opportunity to go abroad and at least be in one second country for their research. What we've seen through this collaborative research is that it has the opportunity to affect their publication potential as well as their scholarly journal impact factors. Thirdly, our students and our teachers that come from Morocco to the United States get exposed to a new education system. This system focuses on critical thinking and soft skills, experiential learning, civic engagement, inclusive education, and all of these learnings all allow them to bring back new pedagogical techniques, new forms of technology, and best practices back to their classrooms here in Morocco. We also have a very unique program for Americans coming here to Morocco, and that's called our English Teaching Assistant Program. And that's where American teachers will come to Moroccan public universities for up to 1 academic year to teach English. And Moroccan students have the chance to learn English from a native speaker. So not only learning the language, but also learning about American culture directly in their classrooms here in Morocco. So as I mentioned, one of the requirements or criteria that we look for is for our Fulbrighters to be cultural ambassadors. And the whole purpose of this is we want Fulbrighters to be able to dispel preconceived stereotypes and notions that really break our societies, and instead be able to create environments where they're sharing traditions, sharing their cultures. In a world right now where really conflict abounds and bridges have been broken, what we try to do through Fulbright is create new pathways to create understanding, create and foster mutual friendship, and also with the hopes and the goals of a shared vision for what the future looks like. 100%, the Fulbright program through MACECE is an investment in Morocco's future leaders. For the past 4 decades, we have seen the ROI be positive and significant. Our alumni have gone on to become ministers, heads of major corporations in Morocco and multinational corporations. They've become top researchers and scientists, journalists, entrepreneurs. All of them that come back are well positioned to really affect positive change and kind of the trajectory of where Morocco is going. Absolutely. We undoubtedly want to expand our reach and offer more occasions for Americans and Moroccans to profit from our scholarships. we want to be able to focus on the richness and diversity of both countries, both geographically and intellectually. And to be able to really reach, in Morocco's case, all areas of the kingdom, this is going to require sustained resources. We've been very lucky because both governments have offered their unwavering support for the Commission and for Fulbright over the last 4 decades. But as you can imagine, in this global economic climate where resources continue to be scarce and costs are continuing to increase, we need to continue to explore new avenues for funding and innovative solutions in order to be able to offer more programs. What we can guarantee, however, is that the Fulbright programs and this experience is something very transformative, and we hope this is something that can really resound for potential future investment and inspire kind of new avenues for us to support and promote our programs.